Have a good waffle. Okay,
I've
it's
fallen
live
in
now.
love with this stuff. I've fallen in love with this.
Oh, Madonna. I never
It
buy
is
it.
actually so good. It is actually so
I
good.
always see this, but I choose Milka. Okay.
Trust me, it is so good.
Sorry?
It is so good. But honestly, so good.
I need to buy. Okay. We have already actually live. Let me just share my PPT. Okay, I will understand. I'm so bad in this. Okay, screen share. La la la. Okay. Okay. Do you see my PPT?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. Welcome to Chiara and Jake who are here, and also everyone else who will see this recording. So welcome to the OGV transition from MC side. Okay, I like excitement. Okay, until we don't have a new OGV commission identity, I'm going just to put lame or not lame or beautiful GIFs on the PPTs, but as soon as we are going to have new commission identity, I'm going to put it there. So now it's not so branded. So let's start. I will just present myself, of course. It's me, Roxy. I'm CVP OGV. Just who doesn't know, who will watch this video. So I was CVP OGV in Ukraine, because originally I'm from Ukraine, from Lviv. So in general, I was also, before being in OGV, I was also in IGV. Then I was VP marketing. Then I was VP OGV just for 3 months. But from that time, I'm just fell in love with OGV, and now I'm already 2 years in OGV. That's why I present here like all the positions that I've been in OGV. So CVP OGV, then I'm CVP OGV in Poland, and now I'm CVP OGV in Italy. Also, I don't know what you need to know about me, that I am a super goal-oriented person. And also, at the same time, I also love a lot of people, so people are my passion, so I'm trying to combine these both things. This is just the most important information, and I hope we are going to meet soon on Planco and getting to know each other more. So I want to ask you just how is your transition going so far? At least Chiara and Jake, if you can just tell if you started your transition or no.
Yes, I started my transition with my consultant, LCP, and other VPs.
Cool.
because of my situation not having a VP.
Yes, you're already learning by doing. It's amazing.
Yes, exactly.
The best. Okay, and you, Chiara?
No, I'm working for admission.
Of course. Okay, amazing. Cool. So I hope you saw this transition frame. So it is the transition frame for each LC, and you have for each LC the tool where you also have in the tool the specific tab for OGV where you are going to receive the transition both from MC side and from LC side, so from your predecessor. On LC level, of course, from MC transition, it will be just series of webinars, and from LC transition, it's a lot with your predecessor, if you have one, but it's mainly learning by doing. You see here a lot of things that you just need to try by already doing things. And there will be also some series of webinars for skills that are needed for you as VP, like as you see here, different skills of graphic and basics of Excel and Expo Audio that is really needed, like that we sometimes take for granted. So mainly from the side of MC Transition, I'm going to deliver you from my side just 3 webinars. And mainly it will be just really showing you the bigger picture, because technical transition you're going to receive from your predecessor, but from MC side it will be just showing you the bigger picture. But of course, if you need better transition or on any kind of details, I'm always welcome and I'm happy to help you. So today is the first OGV part transition about product management, routine management, mainly about product management. But before that, I just want to tell about commission accountability. So soon you are already in commission, and everyone who will starting joining to us. There is so now just basic accountability, which is webinars, attendance, also answers on weekly newsletter. So mainly from tomorrow, we are going to have. We are also going to include in weekly newsletter to our commissions, current commissions. We are also going to include questions for the VP selects, the ones that we have already. So you will also need to check the newsletters and answer on the questions that are related to the elected. For you also, like not just answer the questions that are related to you, but also for you to be aware of what is happening right now, because now we are not finishing, but we were just now in the biggest peak of approvals for winter peak. And still December is the peak of approvals. It will be for OGV, so it's really important that you see how it's happening, you are on board, you already see how the operations are going on, so that you will not need that you will not be lost from the very beginning of February. And WhatsApp engagement. So I love a lot of engagement. So I also expect from you sharing some moments, getting to know each other and everything. Because when people are not engaged, I don't know, it's so boring. In general, I think it's about people, so we all need to be engaged, and then everything else will come. So, in general, as I told you, the transition is built from the MC side, mainly to understand your VP. I tried to project it as simple as possible. So, mainly we define these three fundamentals: product management, area management, and IR management. And today we are going to focus mostly on overview of this part of your role. This is mainly your JD. The next webinar will be about IR management, and there will be also a seminar by OGV team about area management. So mainly today we will go more into product management. What VP OGV you are. So welcome to journey. So what does it mean? That you are finally responsible, first of all, for the success of your product and its metrics. So you are the final responsible, not marketing, TXP, LCP, but you. You are also responsible to ensure the synergies for your product. So this is really important, that you are the one who is directing and dictating the strategy for the product. So you need to ensure the synergies that are happening, and you need to ensure that it's a product. So this is your role. Also, you need to ensure that customers are getting the value that we offer as an organization, as leadership development. So this is your final responsible for that. So you need to be on track of what is happening in all the customers that you are having. Committee in OGV, and you need to ensure that basic standards to experience. So this is just means that. And in general, what are the main fundamentals for product management? They build and work on local product strategy. So also you need to work on CRM management, EP leading flow or SOP. In general, it's like SOP is standardized operating procedure. So mainly it's how from the first touch point is ISEC to the final touch point is ISEC. So this is your main responsibility to ensure it's the best way possible, and standards delivery. So these are for the product management, and I will just go more into this. What does it mean? So mainly also from the very beginning, as I was telling, as product management, you are responsible to deliver product the best way possible. to all the customers. So you need to understand and always remember what is global volunteer in general, and to make sure that all the people in your area are transmitting the value and delivering the value of the product to all the customers. So you need always to know, and everyone needs to know in your area what is the value proposition of volunteer for young person, and those three benefits of cross-cultural environment, volunteering experience, and developing yourself. You need to go deeply into this because you also need to understand which of these benefits are the most attracted to the market that you are having in your local reality. So where do you need to put the biggest focus on? Because you can volunteer in general is having a lot of benefits, but you need to understand which of those benefits are the most attractive to the customer persona that you are having in your market. So that's why it's also important right now. So in general, the product strategy, as you remember, we are talking about product management, and the first thing that I was mentioning is product strategy. And what does it mean to ensure and build product strategy? It means that we are all the time asking ourselves and answering on these questions of how do we get people into our funnel, and how do we keep our funnel wide. So in general, who doesn't know, the funnel is mainly the customer funnel that any organization has, any organization that has customers. It's mainly all the people that are getting to know about the company and how they are about the product and how they are moving to the final stage of becoming promoters. So mainly we need to understand all the time how do we get people into our funnel? So how do we make people aware about our product in our market? And how do we keep our funnel wide? It means how do we keep as much funnel wide, as many people that are coming to our funnel, as many of them are going out, exiting just at the end of the funnel. So we need to ensure that we are not losing a lot of people in the middle of the funnel. And I will go a bit more into this in a few minutes. Okay, so here I want just for you to explain. So what does it mean to answer on the question, how do we get people into our funnel? So of course, it's most of the responsibility of marketing. But as I told you from the very beginning, that you are a product head, so you are the final responsible for the product strategy, and you are the final responsible to ensure all the synergies that are happening around the product. So you need to ensure that as many people are coming to our funnel, and you need to clearly understand how do we get people into our funnel. So in synergy with marketing, what we need to do, we need to define the focus market. So we'll also have the task together with marketing. You will be doing also market research. You will be understanding what is your market about and what are the main focuses that you are going to define with marketing in your market, in your local reality. Then together we will also build customer personas on Plank, and after Plank we will define them. Customer personas in general, this is the ideal customer. So here from the right side, I just put it's not the customer personas that we are going to have in our summer peak semester, but these are the customer personas that we are focusing right now. So just for you also to be on board, as soon as you are going already to learn by doing and working. So you need to understand that in December and January, these are the main customer personas that we are focusing on. So you just have also the overview on how does it look like. So mainly that we understand who are the ideal customers that we are focusing on. Of course, in your local reality, you have it more targetized. So you understand which are the people that you are focusing on, that you are not just going randomly into different markets, into different targets in your market, and you are not just delivering a random message, but you are super aligned. Also, you are super aligned for marketing is telling to the target in the message also that you are transmitting the same message when you sell to the leads already that you are getting. So this is important that you understand. Madonna, I have just stupid apps. Okay. So mainly it's important that you will define with marketing the customer personas. Don't worry, we're going, as I told you, we're going to do this together. You are going to receive together guidelines with your marketing. And then in the end, when you will know which are your ideal customers, you are going to plan the activities to tackle those specific customer personas. So this you need to do in synergy with marketing. This is not just marketing responsibility. As I told you, you are the main, you are the product head, so you are responsible to ensure that synergies are happening around of your product. So this, how do we answer the question of the product strategy for how do we get people into our funnel? So I tried to simplify it. Have any questions so far?
Roxy, for example, we, like me and Antonio in Quino, like we talk about this, who we want to like focus on during the week, and the weekend before the Monday, so like the Saturday and Sunday, I start looking for projects based on the target we have, and then we confront the projects together and then choose the best ones from there.
Yes. If you tell about right now about December and January, yesterday, not today, and yesterday, Georgia, our marketing B2C MCVP, she downscaled in workplace the guidelines. So there are the guidelines of national customer personas, and also I defined, and you have there in guidelines which are the projects that are targetized for these two national customer personas. Also tomorrow.
I saw them this morning on Workplace.
Sorry?
Yeah, I saw it on Workplace. It was there yesterday or this morning.
Yes. Yes. So mainly like this is the national guide, but so this is your orientation, but of course you define in your local reality. Let's say your main target is just, I don't know, just people from languages, and that's it. This is your main target, and you also take in consideration your local IR and also your local market when it comes to country's preference and general projects preference, and then you take this into consideration. But it's better if you choose like one of those national projects, but you can also choose some of others, because nationally we are going to promote them, so it's not so much disaligned from national promotion. I don't know if you had this specific question and I didn't answer, let me know, because I didn't get much.
No, very clear. Thank you.
Okay. And also, okay, this is not the space, but in general, what I'm creating right now, I'm going to downscale tomorrow in the newsletter, so you already checked. I do right now the portfolio for those projects. So we defined 4 projects for one customer persona and 4 projects for another customer persona. So I create the portfolio of them. So mainly the packaging. So how much does the ticket cost to this country if we sell already now summer? So what are the person is going to do in the project? How much is going to cost the insurance, the basic living costs, also the showcasing from people that have been in this country in this project. So mainly I'm creating this packaged portfolio that it will be easier to sell something concrete. Okay. So this is the first question. How do we get people into our funnel? And the second question was about how do we keep our funnel wide? So how do we keep our funnel wide? Here you need to remember about customer flow, and mainly our funnel is defined by customer flow, customer profile, and customer statuses. So in attraction, we have strangers and visitors. In consideration, we have leads, in value delivery customers, and then in brand advocacy promoters. So mainly the question is how do we make sure that our funnel is wide? So as many strangers that we are getting, that we are having, as many of them are getting to promoters. So here our role is to keep the higher conversion as possible. So in general, the conversion means from each customer. Here in ISEC we define conversion from each customer status to another one. So from open, for us we call this sign up, from sign up to apply, from apply to accepted, from accepted to approved, from approved to realize, from realized to finish, from finish to completed. So our role is to make sure that these conversions are the highest. So just in case someone doesn't know how to count the conversions, you can ask me, of course, or your predecessor, but I will also just tell in general that you just, let's say you are having 100 signups, people that sign up on our platform. And then you have out of them, let's say 20 people applied for the opportunities. So you 20 divide by 100 and multiply by 100%. So then you get the 20% of people that sign up on our platform applied for the opportunities. This is not so good. So we need all the time keep working on our conversion rates. But when it comes to the product strategy, if we are going to focus on all the possible conversions and all the process times, we are going to not get results. So our main understanding when it comes to the product strategy needs to be that we are going to map out which are the current conversions in our product. So you take, for example, the conversions of previous year, and you map out what are the conversions, what are the numbers that you are having, and you check where is your main bottleneck. So, and you work like this on a constant basis, so on weekly basis, on monthly basis, you evaluate all the time. How much do you keep your funnel wide by checking on conversions, and if you see that one of your conversion is having the biggest bottleneck, so then you create the specific action plan towards this one conversion, and then you focus on actions that are creating better specifically this conversion. I hope I was clear. If not, let me know. So these are the main questions and answers that we are getting when it comes to product strategy. So how do we make sure that as many people we are getting into our funnel, and then how do we keep our funnel wide? By checking all the time on the product conversions and creating the action plan towards the specific bottleneck that we are having in our whole customer funnel. Okay, so what is our job as OGV? Because here I was telling that marketing is of course responsible to bring for us signups and offline leads. So sometimes we can expect that marketing is responsible to sell OGV. So our job as OGV is to process people, but this is not true, because our job as OGV is to sell OGV. So mainly here I just want to put big attention on the point that our job is to sell OGV. What does it mean? That marketing is bringing to us contacts and leads that are interested in our product. So they make a promotion. They also partly sell the product, but still our job is to sell OGV. So we cannot expect that they are, and we are just processing the ones that are interested, and the ones that are not so much interested or customer objections, we are not going to focus on them. But our job is to sell and create the strategy that will make us ensure that we are going to sell to as many people, to as many leads that we are getting from marketing side. So this just to understand. You remember that I was telling, so what are those fundamentals of product management? And one of them I told that is CRM management. So here I just put the print screen from Wikipedia. So what does it mean? CRM? CRM in general, it's customer relationship management. CRM is not just the tool itself, but CRM, it means customer relationship management. And it's an approach, like by Wikipedia, it's an approach to manage companies' interactions with current and potential customers. So mainly we use the data about customers' history and relationship with them. So mainly the tools that we are having, as we call them CRM, they are the ones that are enabling us better customer relationship. So one of our role as being product head is to ensure the best possible customer relationship management. And in ISIC, the tools that we are using currently and that we are going to focus on a lot also during your term. This is CRM tool for offline contacts and Expat3 CRM for signups. So mainly from my side, just make sure that you review on how does it look like currently in your LC. So how do you manage whole CRM for offline contacts if you have? So this is crucial to have, and you need to check how it's being managed so far. You need to check what would you improve in it for better customer relationship management, that we are not losing people on the way, and that we are not just getting contact and then we are not recontacting them anymore. And also Expat3 CRM for signups. So many who knows and who doesn't know that we use Expat3 as CRM because it has its own functions that we are able to use as like as customer relationship management tool, and we are being able to manage and to keep all the notes, all the statuses of the customers there. So if you didn't check still, you can always check with your predecessor, and also there are national guides for Expat3 management as CRM. So you can check it and understand on how does it work. So mainly this how we are going to focus during this semester. So mainly I will just tell you like what is my idea and plan. That during Planco we are going to ensure what will be the ideal tools that we are going to use for offline contacts management, and what will be the system of Expat3 CRM management, and also if we will need another tool for that, for keeping track exact Expat3 for all the customers that we are having, on how it's going to manage and how we're going to manage. So mainly during Planco, we are going to define this as commission and what is the best and the most effective way possible. But for you, make sure that you are checking on how does it work currently and how do you see it would be working ideally or better, more efficient in your current reality. So then we will be able to develop one national ideal tool that will make us all manage it properly. So this is just the plan, but for now, just develop from your side. How do you see this being better developed? And also I was mentioning for the product management, another part was EP leading flow or SOP. So mainly, what does it mean that how do we lead an EP from offline contact or sign up until completed? So mainly SOP, it's standardized operating procedure. So mainly this standardized operating procedure is being now developed by AI, and we are going to also adapt it to regional realities. So mainly we are going to be operational MCVPs on Europe Summit, operational summit in at the beginning of December. So there we are going to adapt this standardized operational procedure, and then I will be able to downscale this in Planco. But in general, just check on how it was before. So mainly the standardized operating procedure, how does it look like? That you have all the details, what do you need to do with the EP, on how do you need to lead EP from the very first interaction to the very end, in each phase of the customer flow, in attraction, in consideration, in value delivery, and in brand advocacy. So mainly during through the SOP, through the standardized operating procedure, you will be able to know, and everyone will be able to understand step by step what do we need to do with the customer that we are getting from the very beginning. So mainly have developed EP from the very beginning till the very end. So for now, maybe some of you know that we have in national level converting procedure, which is leading sign up to approved. We have online process, offline process with first meeting. So mainly it's just the part of this SOP that we were focusing on so far. And here where we developed for this winter peak semester, we developed this procedure on how does it look like. So what are the actions that we need to take in each step of working with the customer. So mainly this is just for you to see an example and to know how does it work currently, but we are going to adapt and develop it during plan course for our new commission together. But this you need to understand how does it work so far, and in general, if you are going to work with this learning by doing currently, so that you are going to follow this in this way. So mainly we are having all the steps here, but when we are going to have the standardized operating procedure, it will be even more detailed steps what we're going to do from the very beginning till the very end with customers. So every member will be able to follow this and it will be clear for everyone. Okay, so do you have any questions so far? I don't know how much was it clear. Do you have any doubts?
So, from what I understood, the procedures, the SOP, is like the old one. So 7 days for maximum 7 days offline online contacts, and maximum 8 days for offline contacts, and that will be changed, right?
Okay, yes. So mainly, okay, I'll explain. This is the converting, what you see here on slide. This is the converting procedure, which we are following currently for winter peak. And this we created with our current NSC team for OGV of ISEC in Italy for this winter peak. So this is the like this full online process of 7 days and the process with first meeting of 8 days. This is the procedure that we are striving for, and these are the steps that we are following currently for this winter peak. But we are going to review this for the next semester during our Planco with the new commissions, make it more detailed, or maybe we can change the number of days on how can we better process people. Because before it was like in previous semester for summer peak it was 10 days. Right now we are striving for for making the process even faster. But SOP will give us perspective like this is just from sign up to approved. But in SOP it will be from sign up will be also including the attraction till completed. So there will be even more detailed steps on each process and what do we need to follow with the EP from the very beginning till the very end.
Okay, thank you very much.
Cool. Maybe I don't know. Do you think it was deep enough? Should I give you some more or okay, you will go predecessor to transition who has predecessor, and you are going to go more deeply on each of these parts, and contact, of course, you can write me on mail, but better write me in WhatsApp. I'm thinking WhatsApp more than email. So really, you and everyone this recording, just write me in WhatsApp for any questions. I like when people ask questions, it means that they care. Okay. Sometimes I have, but in general, really, if you have any questions or doubts, if you think that the transition curve is settled or something was not clear on what I was explaining, let me know. And I have another question for at least for Chiara and Jake here. If you registered already on Blanco.
This night.
Yes.
Sorry?
This night.
Yes. Ah, amazing. Ah, Jake, you registered. I saw your picture.
Yeah, the whole of Ancona should be ready for Blanco. We should be completely signed up, everybody.
Sorry?
Everyone in Ancona should be ready and already signed up for Blanco.
Ah, amazing. Good job, Ancona. Okay. And Chiara, you are registering tonight. Super cool. Okay, I will also pass again into our group the people that are already allocated. Amazing, and see you on Wednesday at 5 p.m. So this Wednesday we are having another webinar for the IR management. So as I told you, I was explaining to you today, there are 3 parts that defining your role as a CVP OGV, which was product management, area management, and IR management. So today we talked about product management, mostly like bigger picture, because in details you will go in your local transition. But for IR management, it will be on Wednesday. So see you there, 5 p.m. I hope everyone will come. I will track. Okay. Cool. Wait. Okay, people. Okay. Thank you for coming, for your time, and see you on WhatsApp. Let's talk, and see you on Wednesday.
See you Wednesday. Bye.
Yeah.
But wasn't in Tuesday?
No, it's on for OGV number 2 is on Wednesday, no?
It's Wednesday the 29th, no?
Thursday. Sorry. I am sorry. Okay, yes. It's on Thursday. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. yes, it's on Thursday. So see you on Thursday. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, people.
Thank you.
See you. Have a nice evening. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.